Okay, so red button is to record. Hi, I'm Dr. Chen, and I'm here to give you my own analysis based on my personal experience about common relationship issues we all face in our daily lives. Welcome to Rationalize That. So lately, I read a lot of posts and discussions on 9gag and Reddit about the friend zone. And frankly, it makes me want to discuss it a lot with you guys because, well, honestly, I think it's just a myth. In the sense that you don't really have to be afraid to be put into the friend zone because, well, it doesn't really exist. For those who never heard the term friend zone, it's where a guy likes a girl, but the girl tells the guy that she only sees her as a friend and she doesn't want to go out with him because she says that she's afraid to jeopardize the friendship they have. But in order to more fully understand the friend zone, you need to understand the basic pillars of relationship. Uh, One theory I really like is the triangular theory of love. That is that every relationship, matter like friend, like sibling relationships, lovers, are all based on like three important pillars that are like connections, attraction, and commitment. Connections, that's the most straightforward one, is like common interest you have with somebody. Like you're gonna have like more common topic to talk about and such. And one like easy sign for this is that like you can spend like let's say 1 or 2 hours with the person and time just flies like this. Connections can be divided into two categories. Similarity is just what we talked about, that common interest, but we also need areas in which people complement each other. And this is where the expression opposites attract come from. For example, we have this friend who's like so different from us, yet when you're together, the person brings out a side of you that you don't even know, but yet makes you feel good about yourself. And that is complementarity. It's being different yet complement each other. So what you need is a good ratio of complementarity and similarity, so that you are similar enough to have many common interests, but not too similar to bore yourself with each other. The second pillar is attraction. It's the least rational of the three pillars. It's like the emotional aspect of a relationship. You can fit in like just raw sexual attraction or like physical attraction or any kind of feelings you may have when you see somebody you like. As irrational as it may be, it draws a lot of emotional strength from the connections you have with the person. In the sense that when you have strong complementarity and similarity with the person, it will also intensify the attraction you feel towards that person. Last but not the least of the three pillars is commitment. Commitment is really hard to describe because it's in every relationship we have, so we kind of take it for granted. I think one way to put it out is to illustrate it through a relationship that has no commitment, and that is the one night stand. So you share this private moment with somebody, but you don't plan to ever see him or her ever again. So that is a total lack of commitment. So one might define commitment simply as the desire to stay in somebody's life. So here we have the three pillars of the triangular theory of love, that is connection, attraction, and commitment. So now let's apply this to the friend zone. Let's use the example where a guy likes a girl but the girl friend zones him and only sees him as a friend. So from the girl's point of view, she's not attracted to him, so she only sees him as a friend. So yeah, they have a lot of similarities that make them great friends that get along together, but they don't have enough complementarities that creates these ups and downs that are the sources of these feelings you feel in a relationship. So bottom line, what's lacking in this friend zone relationship, it's this complementarity you have with the person. These little personality differences that create like friction in the relationship, but not bad ones that get you into big fights and then break up, but small ones that create sparks, or as many call it, chemistry between the two persons. So in the girl's head, if she decides to go out with him, the relationship is doomed to fail, meaning that she doesn't think their personalities has enough complementarity to maintain that spark or chemistry, as you would call it, after the freshness of the relationship has faded. So after a while, the relationship is going to become stale, and one of them, most of the time the girl, is going to want to break up. And that's what I call the 6 month rule, but we're going to get to that in another video. In the end, the reason why the girl doesn't want to go out with the guy isn't because she has put him into a friend zone, but more that he has never been boyfriend material since the start. Now that we've analyzed the friend zone from the girl's perspective, you must be wondering, why is it that the girl's not attracted to the guy, but the guy is to the girl? Since we said that attraction is largely based on connections, and connections has to be mutual because what's complementary for one person must be the same for the other one. The thing is that attraction kind of works differently for guys and girls. Guys is going to weight it more on the physical attraction and less on the connective attraction than girls. This is why this connection deemed by the girl as being not enough to build a relationship upon may be perceived as enough by the guy. Since the guy puts more weight on the sexual attraction, he thinks that it alone can sustain the relationship after the freshness has faded. And this is why I think the friend zone is more of a misunderstanding caused by the differences in the way attraction develops in guys and girls, rather than a zone you get put into by a girl after a certain time or opportunities has passed. Alright, well, this is all I had to say about the friend zone. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below or come visit me in my private clinic. Once again, this was Dr. Chen signing off.